Coronation Street hinted at a shocking twist on Tuesday night when a tense shooting left a character's fate uncertain, with two individuals being rushed to the hospital in the gripping ITV drama. This week, the soap could deliver a major tragedy following an intense gunfire storyline. Betsy Swain found herself caught in the chaos after Rob Donovan took hostages on the iconic street while brandishing a firearm. As he threatened the lives of his sister, Carla Connor, and her partner, Betsy's mother, Lisa Swain, the situation took a sinister turn. Rob initially held his former flame, Tracy Barlow, captive before luring Carla to the scene under false pretenses. After Tracy managed to break free, Detective Lisa arrived at the property, only to find herself staring down the barrel of a gun. When Lisa managed to seize control of the firearm, it seemed as though she had gained the advantage, with armed officers positioned outside. However, the situation quickly spiraled as Rob lunged at Lisa in a desperate attempt to reclaim the weapon, resulting in a fierce struggle that ended with the gunfiring. In response, police stormed into the building, shouting for everyone to get down before taking Rob into custody. He was in rough shape and was swiftly transported to an ambulance, where Carla appeared relieved to realize he had survived the ordeal. However, relief was nowhere to be found for Lisa when she discovered the devastating truth. During the chaotic confrontation, both she and Rob had accidentally shot someone. Betsy had been struck by a bullet in the shoulder, leaving her wounded and being assessed by officers at the scene. As panic set in, Lisa rushed to be by her daughter's side as paramedics wheeled her toward the ambulance. Betsy, in distress, pleaded with her mother not to let her die. With spoilers hinting at dramatic consequences following the shocking events, could tragedy be looming? Things were not looking promising for Betsy, and upcoming teasers suggested a tense wait for updates at the hospital. No further plot details were revealed for the rest of the week, leaving fans in suspense over the fate of both Betsy and Rob until Wednesday's episode airs. But what if Betsy survives to share her story, while someone else meets a grim fate? Coronation Street has yet to confirm whether anyone actually dies, but that hasn't stopped fans from speculating that a tragic death could be on the horizon, especially since it's known that Rob won't be sticking around. For now, Rob is still breathing and will be rushed to the hospital, but could Carla end up losing her brother just when it seemed like he might pull through? Only weeks ago, Rob selflessly donated a kidney to Carla in a life-saving transplant before going on the run to avoid being sent back to prison. Since then, his condition has worsened, and he has been desperately searching for antibiotics while also dealing with injuries sustained when Carla pushed him from a stairwell. Over the past week, it has become evident that Rob is in serious need of medical intervention, appearing weak, unwell, and barely conscious. His refusal to seek hospital treatment has meant he never received the vital care he required after both the transplant and his fall. So, what if Rob finally makes it to the hospital only for it to be too late to save him? It's a very real possibility, especially since the details of his exit remain a mystery. Coronation Street airs on ITV1 and ITVX every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. Coronation Street fans left stunned by shocking Rob Donovan twist. Viewers were left reeling after dramatic scenes featuring Rob Donovan unfolded on screen. In last week's episodes, he made a surprise comeback to the cobbles, secretly hiding out at number 1 with the help of his former lover, Tracy Barlow. Having been on the run since donating a kidney to his sister, Carla Connor, as a way to escape prison, Rob found himself in deep trouble once again. After a tense confrontation at the hospital, Rob managed to flee Weatherfield, but his sudden return has thrown him straight back into chaos. He convinced Tracy to give him shelter, despite the risks involved. Tracy was deeply worried about Rob's deteriorating condition, as he was losing a dangerous amount of blood. However, he stubbornly refused to call for an ambulance, fearing he'd be sent straight back to prison. During Tuesday night's episode of the ITV soap, tensions escalated when Rob turned a gun on Tracy, forcing her to phone Carla. Carla arrived at number 1 after receiving a strange phone call from Tracy. Once inside, she found herself held hostage alongside Tracy as Rob outlined his desperate escape plan. Trying to keep him calm, the underworld boss reminisced about their childhood, recalling fond memories of Angel Delight and spaghetti hoops. Later in the episode, Tracy seized an opportunity and managed to slip out through the back door. She quickly found Betsy Swain and alerted the police to the situation. Determined to help, a courageous Lisa entered the house, only to find her partner in serious danger. Carla and Lisa were pinned to the sofa as Rob's erratic behavior spiraled out of control. He brandished a gun at them, heightening the tension, until Lisa took a stand before a gunshot suddenly rang out. Moments later, police stormed the house, with PC Kit Green stepping in to arrest Rob on charges of false imprisonment and firearm possession. Viewers were relieved to see that both Lisa and Carla had escaped the ordeal unharmed. However, in a devastating twist, Lisa's daughter, Betsy Swain, ended up suffering the brutal fallout of Rob's reckless actions. She had been shot in the shoulder, and her mother was horrified to discover her lying on the ground in the ginel. Fans flooded social media with reactions following the intense scenes. Sammy wrote, "I am in shock. I'm still shaking." Others joined the discussion on X with comments such as, "How did Betsy end up getting shot? I'm so confused. Oh my word, poor Betsy XXX." And "Wow, absolutely brilliant." Many viewers also applauded the cast for their gripping performances in such a high-stakes storyline. One fan praised the acting, writing, "Honestly, this scene was an absolute masterclass from Ali, Vicky, and Mark." Rob originally left the show after being convicted of murdering Tina McIntyre, played by Michelle Keegan. The 47-year-old actor became a fan favorite after joining the soap, earning a reputation as one of the Cobble's most notorious villains. Before securing his breakthrough role, Mark had small appearances in shows like EastEnders and The Bill. However, he revealed that he once considered walking away from acting altogether before landing his regular spot on Coronation Street. He admitted, "I still have so many ambitions I want to achieve. If I didn't, I would have quit already. There were plenty of times I thought about giving up on acting. It's a tough industry. It always has been and always will be. The struggles are all part of the journey." While chasing his dream of becoming an actor, Mark took on a variety of jobs, working on construction sites, in pubs, and even in sales and marketing. Reflecting on those experiences, he shared how working outside the entertainment industry helped shape him into a stronger person. "It builds resilience and gives you a deeper understanding of yourself," he explained. "If something comes too easily in life, people might not appreciate it as much." Mark went on to say, "It's about staying afloat, but that's just the nature of the industry. My family has always been incredibly supportive, and thankfully, I enjoy variety in my work." He also believes that every experience adds value to his craft. You pick up skills along the way. Everything you learn in different jobs can be applied to acting. Having worked in other fields makes you appreciate the roles you land even more. It helps you become a well-rounded person, more grounded, more respectful. Coronation Street airs at 8 p.m. on ITV1.